What's up guys, today I explain you Boruto Madara Uchiha's potential revival explain, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel because we are close to hit the 1200 followers, and now have fun with the video. In the fourth Great Ninja War, Madara Uchiha was at the peak of his powers. During the third Great Ninja War, by the time he met Obito, Madras already made a plan for his resurrection. Back then, however, Obito was supposed to bring back Madara using Rin Rebirth. However, things took a very different turn in the story, and Obito's plan changed drastically. Madara was brought about by Kabuto's Edo Tensei powers in the war, and when that happened, fans got a small glimpse of what he was truly capable of. Not only did he use the devastating Sharingan of the Uchiha, but he also showcased the true level of evolution that his eyes had hit. Madara showcased his Rinnegan in his fight against the Alliance, and if that wasn't enough, he also showcased what power he got from Hashirama when he fought against him in the final valley, and Unleashed would release on the Shinobi Alliance. This has to be, to date, one of the most powerful displays by any villain in any story ever. From here onwards, Madara continued his strong display when he fought against the Five Cage and absolutely decimated them in battle. As the fourth Great Ninja War continued to reach its climax, Madara's strength continued to grow as well. Eventually, he went on to become the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, and attained even further power when he absorbed the God Tree. Madara was slowly starting to get closer to the level of the Sage of Six Paths, and that is precisely when Kaguya struck and used his body as a vessel to reincarnate. Fans knew that this character had essentially been ruined at this point. All the incredible build-up that the story had given to the fans up until this point for Madara was essentially destroyed in a single chapter, and that was certainly very sad. After Kaguya's defeat, Madara died too. Given that there was little life left in him at this point, Madara died peacefully on the battlefield and exchanged last words with none other than his best friend, Hashirama. That is Madara's ending as fans know it in the Naruto series. But it is safe to say that there is potential for any character to return in Boruto, as has been shown on many occasions, and Madara should be one of the front runners. The very first thing that fans need to keep in mind is that characters can essentially return to Boruto in many ways. Of course, there always exists the idea of Edo Tensei in the Boruto series. While Kabuto perfected this art, he's now inactive, which means that any Edo Tensei cannot come through him. However, Orochimaru is still active in the Boruto world, which means that he does plan to do something with the powers that he has at some point later down the line. So far, has not been involved in the Boruto plot at all. His involvement could come in the form of the greatest power that he holds, and that is unleashing Edo Tensei. Of course, this is not even the only way in which Madara can return. Another interesting way for Madara to return would be through cloning. Now, this wouldn't, strictly speaking, be Madara Uchiha, but it would be someone created using his body. Similar to how Jiraiya had a clone created of him in the form of Kashin Koji, Madara could have an exciting clone as well. Getting access to Madara's body would have been even easier for Amato than even Jiraiya, who was at the bottom of the ocean. Clearly, there exist two ways in which Madara can return to the series, and both of them hold their own merits. But regardless of which way Madara would return in, it would certainly be a different version of this character that fans have ever seen. Now, in the Boruto world, the threat is not any ninja. Madara would not have his own goals to progress, but to fight alongside the ninjas against those who invade. Of course, the invaders, as fans know, are the Otsutsuki, and right now, an even more intriguing threat exists in the form of the Shinju. If Madara were to return or be brought back in order to aid the ninja kind, then the Shinju would be the main target. Regardless of what method Madara is brought back using, fans would then be able to see him at the peak of his powers, and potentially a body that far surpasses the one that he held previously. This version of Madara would be the strongest, and at the same time, he would finally get the chance to redeem himself and get a proper ending, which Naruto could not give him.